Donators from last year have a lot of questions, and so do we, about where the money went. I know it's hard to answer. One thing that stuck with me when we did the visit, the fact that a lot of the funds that you get are not necessarily readily available, and that money that arrives like this is interesting because you can have quick access to it when something comes up.
That is a very important concept and comment, because you never quite know when a new opportunity comes, someone walks in the door, and that you have a chance to say, yes, we can take advantage of this now. We have an example of that. We actually have someone who is going to be in the neuroimaging field, directly related to MS, and we had to say, okay, we can guarantee you that your position can start. We will almost certainly recover this from later funds through the usual application, but there we took advantage of an opportunity. The same thing happens if we're doing a research project and we suddenly have to invest in something that we haven't done before, such as some of the molecular studies that we do, and we do it together with the group, with Alex and with his associate, Catherine La Rochelle. We immediately say, yes, we go ahead and do it. The results then often will allow us to generate other resources. But this immediate response is something that is so essential.
So are you saying that the money that was there allowed you, for example, to pay the salary of a researcher while we wait for other funding with a lot of grant proposals to arrive, or materials?
C'est exactement ça. En fait, c'est la flexibilité, la rapidité avec laquelle on peut réagir à certaines situations ou à certaines opportunités que le Grand Portage apporte. Et puis, les efforts de collaboration sont des efforts de collaboration que nous, on appelle en science à haut risque, mais à haut potentiel de découverte, qui sont souvent pas bien financés ou pas financés par les grands organismes de subvention, parce que c'est trop risqué pour eux.
Pourquoi c'est risqué?
C'est risqué parce que souvent les grands organismes de financement ou les experts sur les comités veulent voir des projets qui ont 100% de chances de réussir. Ce qui n'est pas le cas quand on a cet argent flexible qui est toujours disponible et qu'on peut manipuler d'un côté ou de l'autre pour financer des plus petits projets, pour justement générer des résultats préliminaires qui vont finalement convaincre les organismes de financement.
Ouais.
So what Alex is saying is many of these examples come up. We could give you very concrete examples. We work with cells, brain cells that make the myelin. We have them available in small numbers. If we want to do a certain chemical study of those cells, we don't know right away whether we can do it because of the cells that we have. If we have flexible funds, we can take the chance to, can we do it? If we can do it, people say, oh, isn't that wonderful? Then we'll get behind you. That's exactly what Alex points out.
Et c'est ça, et l'argent a servi beaucoup à financer des collaborations entre mon laboratoire, le laboratoire du Dr Antel, mais aussi Catherine La Rochelle, financer des espèces de pipelines de bioinformatique entre nos trois laboratoires, aussi avec Joanne Stratton, et à recruter des jeunes chercheurs postdoctoraux qui viennent, dans mon cas, d'Australie et d'Autriche, qui travaillent sur ces projets-là. Pour lesquels on n'avait pas de financement qui était disponible à partir des grands organismes de subvention. C'est un véritable bénéfice de Grand Portage.
And Alex mentioned this Joanne Stratton, who's a new colleague to me. Within the days of her arriving, she contacted Alex, and now is using material from Alex's place with the tissues he had, and their group has allowed her to go forward, and that's exactly the building, the linkage that we're looking for.
Oui, en fait, c'est un financement qui nous permet de consolider une espèce de plateforme commune de partage de ressources, autant de ressources matérielles que de ressources de tissus biologiques, de morceaux de cerveau, de sang, et puis aussi de connaissances entre les deux institutions que sont le CHUM et l'Université de Montréal et le MNI.
Est-ce que le fait que vous travaillez en collaboration, deux institutions, rend le financement plus compliqué normalement? Les demandes de bourse et tout, est-ce que c'est plus compliqué?
Non, pas vraiment. I wouldn't say so.
The two institutions, they're used to
They're used to working together.
Yeah.
Working with
Well,
big
in the field of
institutions
MS.
is complicated, even if there's one
In the field of MS, they used to work together. In other field, it's a little more complicated.
Okay.
I think the fact that Alex started with us, we've always been together, so we're used to doing this. I think